Hi, I'm Mike from 1A Auto. We've been selling auto parts for over 30 years.
Open the door. It's the prying tool. You can get these from 1aauto.com. We're going to pry off the trim that's over the door tweeter. You need to remove that first before you remove the door panel. Just get in here, pop it off. Normally you would be able to disconnect the speaker and pull it right off. This car has an aftermarket speaker. Somebody has soldered it in here, so I'm going to let it hang for now. This tweeter cover off. You can remove the door mirror. There's a nut here, a nut here, and a nut here. I'm going to disconnect the electrical connector. I'm going to push up from the bottom. Unplug it. Lock is on the bottom. You can get to these nuts here with an 8mm socket, extension, and ratchet, and remove them. I'll just loosen them up real quick. I won't take them all the way off yet. This one, it's a little more difficult because the trim panel is in the way for the door. To avoid removing the door panel, you can sneak an 8mm box wrench in here. I don't want to drop that nut. I'm going to stuff a rag in here. Help keep it from falling down. I'll sneak my box wrench in here and loosen that up. And I can use the open end. If you have access to it, you can also use a ratcheting wrench. Actually pretty loose. Spin it off with my finger. Didn't quite drop it. It's on the edge there. It's also probably a good idea to have a magnet handy. Finish removing these nuts. They're loose. I'll take them off my hand. Support the mirror on the outside. You have to push in on these two white tabs on either side of the connector. Pull the mirror right out. Reinstall it. Put it right back into the opening. Reinstall the two nuts that you can get to easily. So the mirror is held in place. And now the more difficult one. Use the magnet. Get this nut threaded on there started. I'm just gonna spin it on with my fingers. Finger tight. It's just kind of tricky, but to avoid removing this door panel, I'm gonna have to kind of finagle the nut in there. Use the ratcheting wrench. Just tighten it up. Don't have to go too tight. Use that over here too. And over here. Plug the connector back in. Push the trim panel back in. You'd plug your speaker back in. This one is soldered together. It's an aftermarket one. Push this back into the clip. Your mirror is swapped.
Thanks for watching. Visit us at 1aauto.com for quality auto parts, fast and free shipping, and the best customer service in the industry.